Hello, this is Heidi from Yoga Body and Soul. Today we're going to do a 1-hour flow class. So geared more towards intermediate and advanced, but beginners, you're more than welcome to jump in and try any of the poses that feel good. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Sitting nice and tall in a cross-legged position. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Hands can rest on the knees. Close your eyes. Reach the top of the head up towards the ceiling. And we're going to breathe through the nose. Nice, smooth, deep breaths. Become aware of any tension in the body, maybe in the hips, maybe in the legs, the shoulders, the jaw. And every exhale, consciously release that tension towards the floor. Just let it go. The mind might be stressing or worrying, making lists, what it loves to do. So just start to focus on the breath a little more. Notice each inhale, the air as it enters the body, filling up the belly and the lungs. And then notice each exhale as the body releases all that air. How the body can settle into a relaxed state a little bit more. All right, last breath here. Now we're going to link some movement with the breath. On the next inhale, we're going to raise the arms out to the sides, bring them all the way up above the head, palms coming together if they can. And then exhale, slowly dropping them back down. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up again. Exhale, down. Last one, inhale all the way up. Exhale, slowly back down. You can rest the hands on the knees. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to do some neck stretches here. So inhale here at center. Exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the head down to the right. Right ear coming towards the right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, drop the head down to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, chin towards the chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the head to the right, and we're going to hold it here. You can even bring that left hand to the floor by the side, stretching that arm out. You'll feel that stretch in the top of the shoulder. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, drop the head to the left, and hold it here. You can place that right hand on the floor, stretching that arm down to the floor, at the top of the shoulder. Inhale, back to center, sitting tall. And then exhale, we're going to twist the body to the right, right hand behind you, left hand grabs that right knee, looking over the shoulder. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, twist to the left, keeping the torso nice and tall. Inhale, back to the front. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And last one to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, we're going to come onto hands and knees for cat-cow pose. So you want the knees hip-width apart and directly under the hips. Tops of the feet are on the floor, hip-width apart. Hands are shoulder-width apart, fingers spread, wrists are under the shoulders, flat back here. We're going to inhale, drop the belly towards the floor, tailbone, head coming up. And then exhale, round the back, belly button coming towards the ceiling, chin towards the chest. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the back. 3 more at your own pace. When you're done with your last one, just come to a flat back. We're going to inhale here, Exhales will be on all fours. And then we're going to inhale, reach the right arm and left leg out, trying to keep them parallel to the floor. Exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. And reaching out with the ankle and the wrist. Exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale down. And last one, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Alright, from here, we're going to curl the toes under. We're going to come up to down dog, straightening the legs, lifting the hips. Really pushing the floor away. You can bend the knees and straighten the legs. Just get a little movement here. Or you can walk one leg out at a time. Just stretch those hamstrings a little, get into the hips. Inhale. Exhale, step both feet up to the hands into an easy forward fold so the knees are bent, torso's hanging down. Grab your elbows, head and neck are nice and loose. Even sway here a little bit of movement. Let the arms drop down. With the knees bent, slowly start to raise the torso up. One vertebrae at a time. We're going to ragdoll roll up, shoulders and head coming up last. Standing tall. And we're going to step the right foot back. It's about 3 feet or so between the feet. Sides of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. We're going to fold down, hands come to the floor out in front of you. Trying to maintain a flat back here, so reach out as far as you need to. We're going to get a little bit of twist in. So inhale, reach the right arm up, or you can bring the hand to the hip. And then exhale down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale down. If you need to bend the knees, you do so as much as you need to. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale down. And last one, left arm up. Exhale down. From here, just come back up to a standing position. We're going to come to the front of the mat for mountain. So make sure the feet are pressing into the floor. Insides of the feet parallel. Spread those toes wide. Really ground the feet down. Standing tall, dropping that tailbone just slightly towards the floor. Relax the shoulders. Arms by the sides, fingertips pointing towards the floor. We're going to reach those fingers down as the top of the head lifts up towards the ceiling. Alright, we'll do some sun salutations here. So inhale, sweep those arms all the way up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, offer the heart halfway up. Exhale, fold down, step to plank. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower to the floor, either all the way to the belly or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, step both feet to the hands, forward fold. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, sweep them up nice and tall. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold down, step to plank. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, step both feet to the hands into a forward fold. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last one, inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, offer the heart halfway up. Exhale, fold down, step to plank. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, set both feet to the hands, forward fold. Inhale, offer the heart halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to move to the floor, so breathe here first. Inhale, sweep them up nice and tall. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold down, step to plank. We're going to hold plank. So make sure you're up on your toes, feet are hip width apart. Sending that tailbone towards the feet, squeezing those abs, spreading those shoulders, wrists around those shoulders. Lots of strength here. You need to come to the knees at any time you can. Alright, we're going to come down to the knees here. So come into tabletop. So make sure the knees are under the hips and hip width apart. We're going to do a little strength move on that one where you reach the arm and leg out. So we're going to start by reaching the right arm, left leg out. Really reach that wrist and reach that ankle like somebody's pulling on them, stretching out the spine. You can stay here or reach that right arm out to the right side, left leg out to the left side. Try and keep them parallel to the floor. If you need to bring that toe down, you can. Or if you need to bring the fingertips down, try to maintain that hold. Breathe. Come back to the front and back. And then bring everything down. Alright, other side. Left arm, right leg. Reaching with that foot, reaching with that wrist and hand, stretching out the spine. And then bring the left arm out to the left side, right leg out to the right side. Trying to keep them parallel if you can. If you need to bring the toe down or the fingertips down, you can. Back to the front back with the arm and leg. And then bring them down. All right, from here, come into plank. We're going to do another strength move here. So you can either come down chaturanga and stay there and hover above the floor, or you can bring the elbows down, shoulder width apart, and come into an ab hold. Make sure you breathe. All right, go ahead and come all the way down to the belly. Hands are under the shoulders. Chest is down. We're going to do cobra. So make sure the feet are hip width apart. Moving the tailbone towards the feet. Elbows tucked in by the sides, hands under the shoulders, fingers spread wide. Inhale. We're going to bring just the chest up. Maybe even let the hands hover above the floor. Really engaging that upper back. Squeeze those shoulders back. Maintain the breath. And slowly come down. Just rest the forehead on the floor. And just let the body relax. All right, we'll do it again. Make sure those elbows are tucked in. Lift the head. We're going to inhale, bring that chest up. And you can come to where you did before, or you can come up a little bit higher, pushing the floor away, straightening the arms just a little bit. Elbows are still bent, but you're lifting that chest higher, still squeezing the shoulder blades back. Maintaining the breath. And slowly coming back down to the floor, relaxing down. Last time, engage the body. Inhale, bring the chest up, belly up, maybe a little bit higher, just whatever feels good for the lower back. Moving that tailbone towards the feet, squeezing those shoulders back. And slowly come back down to the floor and just rest the body down. Come up to hands and knees into that tabletop position. And maybe here just for a little break for the wrists. Press the tops of the hands down on the floor so the fingertips are facing the body. Just get a little bit of an opposite stretch here on the wrists and the hands. All right, curl the toes under. I'm going to push up to downward dog. And just take a little notice of your downward dog. Make sure you're pushing the floor away. Trying to get the ears between the upper arms. That spine is nice and long. Hips are raised towards the ceiling. Then you're releasing the tension through the hamstrings. Bring those heels towards the floor. All right, from here we're going to come to some standing poses and flow. So inhale. Exhale, set the right foot in between the hands, left foot's flat to the floor. And you want it parallel to the back of the mat. Coming up, warrior two, that front leg is bent. Reaching the arms out. Left hip is turned out to the left side. You want to make sure that right knee is reaching towards that right pinky. Relax the shoulders. Look over the fingertips on the right hand. Reverse warrior. Send that back hand down that back leg, right arm sweeping up towards the ceiling, keeping the bend in that front leg. Check in with the breath. Come back, warrior two. We're going to do a side angle, so bring that right elbow to the right knee. That left arm is going to sweep clear over the head, reaching to the ceiling, or towards the ceiling and then the wall in front of you. Keeping that bend in the front leg. So you'll feel a nice stretch through that left side of the body. Pressing that left foot down. We're going to come back up to warrior two. So that leg has stayed bent this whole time. We're going to flow a little. So inhale, reverse warrior. Come back, down on the exhale to side angle, reaching that left arm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Come up, warrior two. And we're going to straighten that front leg. We're going to start to move the hips side to side. A little movement here. Once you're centered again, throw that left hip out towards that wall behind you. Reach out with that right hand, coming down to the shin, ankle. You can have a block here or the floor, and you're reaching that left arm straight up to the ceiling. That left side of the torso is raised up, stacking the shoulders. You want to look like you're almost between two panes of glass. Bend that front leg, slowly come up, warrior two. Now we're going to widen the stance, moving the feet a little bit farther apart. Both legs are straight. And if you have blocks and you want them for this next, we're just going to do a wide leg forward bend. So the sides of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. Legs are straight to start, so hands on the hips. Inhale, we're going to raise those arms nice and tall. And then exhale, we're going to fold down, hands coming to the floor, or you can come to the blocks, either on the short side, tall side, wherever you need them. And from here, you can bend the knees as much as you need to. We're just dropping that torso closer to the floor. And maybe get a little movement here. Really bend those knees quite a bit, almost like a squat. Straighten up a little bit. And just do that a few times. Warm up the hamstrings. Maybe even bend one knee, straightening that one leg. Opposite side, a little movement here, just to play around it a little bit. Come back to just a forward fold, legs straight or bent. Hands come to the hips. We're slowly with power going to bring that torso nice and tall. Turn that right foot so the toes reach out to the front of the mat. Come in, warrior two. We're going to windmill the hands down to the floor, shoulder width apart, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, other side. We're going to step that left foot in between the hands. Right foot is flat to the floor, parallel to the back of the mat. Left leg is bent, knee over the ankle, right hip is turned out to the right side, arms out to the sides, fingertips reaching out. Maybe even lift those shoulders up towards the ears, and then relax them down. Looking over the left fingertips, sending that knee towards the pinky toe. Reverse warrior, right hand down that back leg, left arm reaching up, keeping the bend in the front leg. Maintain the breath. Come back, warrior two. We're going to bring the left elbow to the left knee. That right arm is going to sweep over the head, reaching to the wall in front of you. So there's a nice line of energy from those fingertips down to that back foot. There's a side angle. Come up, warrior two. And then we're going to flow. So inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Back up to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. We're going to do extended triangle. Reach the right hip out to the right side. Reach that left hand down. You come to the shin, ankle, the floor, or a block here, if you have one handy. Reach the right arm up straight to the ceiling. That right side of the torso is reaching up, stacking those shoulders. Bend that front leg, come up warrior two. Straighten both legs, widen the stance. Remember, you can have your blocks out in front of you if you want a little bit less of a range of motion here. Standing tall, hands on the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms tall. Exhale, we're going to fold down. Remember, you can bend the knees as much as you need to here to touch the floor, touch the blocks. We're going to bend the knees quite a bit, straightening the legs. Let's do this a few times. Maybe just practice bending one knee at a time so the other leg is straight. And just switching back and forth. A little bit of inner thigh stretch here, getting into the hips. Come back to center. Hands on the hips. We're going to inhale with strength, bring that torso up. Turn the left foot to face the front of the mat. Warrior two. Windmill the arms down, step back, plank. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take some deep breaths here in down dog. Maybe even exhale through the mouth. All right, inhale. Exhale, set that right foot between the feet, or between the hands again, sorry. Left foot's parallel to the back of the mat. Warrior two again. Looking over those right fingertips. Sink the hips a little lower. We're going to flow. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, or come to extended side angle, fingertips or hand to the floor. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle or extended side angle. One more time, inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended or just regular side angle. Come up, warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Reach out with that right hand. Come down for extended triangle. Really lifting that left arm up. stacking the shoulders. And look towards the hand. That feels okay. Bend that front leg, reaching those arms out for warrior two. Straighten both legs, widen the stance. I'm gonna do that forward fold again. This time, since we're more warmed up, we're gonna try to get a little deeper into the pose. Hands on the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Remember, you can have blocks under the hands, however high you need them, or just hands on the floor. You're going to try and get the hands between the feet, about shoulder width apart, and then just play with straightening the legs here. So if you need the knees bent, you can do that, and then just start to slowly work them a little bit straighter. Letting that upper body just hang down, not pulling yourself into it with the upper body. Deep breaths. With strength, hands on the hips. Inhale, bring that torso up. Turn the right foot to face the front of the mat, warrior two. Windmill the hands down, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Other side, inhale. Exhale, set the left foot in between the hands, right foot's flat to the floor, parallel to the back of the mat, warrior two. Sink it a little lower, make sure that knee is pushing towards that pinky toe, reaching out with those hands. We're going to flow, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle or reach to the floor, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended or regular side angle. Inhale, reverse. And side angle. On the exhale. Come back up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Extended triangle. Reach out with that left hand as that right hip reaches towards the wall behind you. Come down with that left hand to wherever on the leg or the block you need it. Right side of the torso faces up to the ceiling, reaching up, stacking the shoulders. Check in with the breath. Bend the front leg, come up, warrior two. Straighten the legs, widen the stance. Check that the outsides of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. Hands on the shoulders, hands on the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Remember, you can come to the blocks if you need them under the hands. This time again, hands are about shoulder width apart. And you want to bend the knees as much as you need to and then play around with straightening the legs. Letting the torso hang down. Maybe a little bit lower, closer to the floor than before. Release through those hamstrings. You don't want to feel any pain. You just want to feel a stretch. So if you need to bend the knees, please do so. Take some deep breaths here. Maybe even exhale through the mouth. Let all the tension fall towards the floor. All right, hands on the hips. With power, bring the torso up. Turn the left toes to the front of the mat. Bend the knee, warrior two. Bring the hands down to the floor. Step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Last down dog, so really push those hips high, stretch the body out here. We're going to come to child's pose. So either knees together or knees wide on the mat. Bringing the tailbone and the hips towards the feet. Bring that belly either towards the thighs or the floor. And bringing the head down. And you can always place a block under the forehead if you need it. If your knees are together, you can bring the arms to rest along the sides of the legs. If your knees are wide, reach the arms above the head or even fold the forearms so they're together. It takes a little pressure off the shoulders. We'll smooth out the breath here. Nice deep breaths. Letting the belly sink lower, the forehead relax. Let the hips sink a little lower towards the feet. Alright, slowly, we're going to come up to a seated position into staff pose. So legs are out in front of you together, feet are together, toes pointing to the ceiling. I'm going to try to find the front of those sit bones. Sitting nice and tall, really relaxing those shoulders down. Hands can rest by the sides on the floor. And just reaching the top of the head up towards the ceiling. And you can always place a blanket, or you can even roll up your mat to sit on underneath the sit bones, and that just helps get into the posture a little bit easier. Alright, we're going to do a seated forward fold. So inhale, reach those arms nice and tall. Maintaining that length and that flat back. Start to bring the belly down towards the thighs, the chest towards the knees. Just keep dropping that torso down. And just drop the arms and hands wherever feels comfortable. You can feel that hamstring stretch. You can feel maybe a little stretch in the lower back. On these last few breaths, maybe even round the shoulders towards the floor. Bring the chin towards the chest. Slowly roll back up to staff. Hands are by the sides. We're going to do east stretch posture, so slide the hands back. 10 to 12 inches, fingertips are pointing towards the toes. Spread the fingers wide. And you can just lift just the chest towards the ceiling and stay here. Or for the full posture, you can bring the hips up, toes coming towards the floor. And you drop the head back just wherever's comfortable. So all the way back, or you can bring the chin towards the chest. and back down into staff. I'm going to do a few wrist releases. Alright, we're going to do a wide leg seated forward fold, so just a straddle position. 90 degrees is fine. If you want to go wider, you can. Try to keep the toes facing the ceiling and the knees also facing the ceiling. Sitting nice and tall. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up, lengthening that back, and then with that flat back, bring the belly towards the floor, then the chest, and when you feel that inner thigh stretch where you want to be, just drop the arms. Try to maintain a flat back. And as you breathe in this one, you may notice that you can come down just a little bit farther. Play with your edge here. Breathe into that stretch. Let those inner thighs relax. And slowly start to walk the hands to come back up. We'll slowly bring the legs to a cross-leg position. Hands go on the floor behind you, about shoulder width apart, fingertips pointing out behind this time. And you can lift just the shoulders up towards the ceiling, or you can bring it up to the knees a little bit higher. And then come back into a regular seated position. From here, we'll come onto our backs. Once the hips and the shoulders have settled down, just bring the feet to the mat, back hip width apart. And then we're going to raise the legs up in the air, just as straight as you can. You can flex the feet or point the toes. You can roll the ankles. Bring the knees to the chest. And push those knees towards the chest. Thighs into the belly. Just getting a little bit of a twist here, so arms out to the sides like a T, palms touching the floor. We're going to drop the knees down to the right side of the body. Trying to get that bottom knee to drop down, the left shoulder to stay down on the floor. If the left shoulder needs to come up a little, that's okay. And you can always raise that left knee up where that left foot's sitting on the floor. That takes a little bit of the stretch out of the hip. You can look up to the ceiling or turn the head to the left. Slowly bring the knees back to center, back to the chest. And then we're going to drop them down to the left side of the body. That left knee's trying to come all the way down as that right shoulder stays down. But if that right shoulder needs to pop up a little, that's okay. Look up towards the ceiling or turn the head to the right. Let the body relax into the twist. back to the chest. Really squeeze those knees to the chest again. Then we'll do happy baby, so drop those knees out to either side. And you can leave the feet touching in the middle. We're going to start to raise the bottoms of the feet towards the ceiling. So you're in like an upside down squat position, grabbing the thighs, the calves, or the outsides of the feet. Letting those knees just drop gently towards the floor. Alright, just bring those knees back to the chest. And now it's time for Shavasana, our final relaxation. So just bring those legs down to the floor. Or you can keep the knees bent with the feet on the floor, whichever feels better for the lower back. Adjust the body a little bit, move the hips and shoulders around till you're comfortable. Arms are by your sides, palms facing up. And we're going to wiggle the fingers and toes. Tighten the legs. Squeeze the tush and the abs, the arms and the shoulders. Tighten up the face. And then consciously release all of that tension towards the floor. Just letting the body melt down. Close your eyes. We're going to breathe through the nose, just nice, smooth, deep breaths, and relax. If you notice any tension in the body, any tension in the mind, just focus on the breath. Notice each inhale as it enters the body. And then just relax a little bit more on each exhale. to bring the focus to the breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes, bring awareness to the body. You can stretch the arms and legs. Slowly bring the feet to the mat. Then bring the knees to the chest. You can rock side to side to massage that lower back. We're going to roll to the right side. Rest your head on your arm. And then gently and slowly push the body up to a seated position. Sitting cross-legged, backs nice and tall. Close the eyes. We'll breathe here. Bring the hands, prayer position, to the heart center. Take notice of the relaxed body, the quiet mind. And try to maybe dwell in that place for the rest of your day. And know that anytime you're stressed or anxious, just focusing on the breath can bring you also to this place. Last breath here. And you can open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. This will be on Facebook on my page from now on, and I'll also have this on YouTube by tomorrow. So have a good rest of your day.